Here, our goal is to find the size of the following angles. Let's begin with angle A. Notice that here is angle A, and angle A is one of the angles that is in this particular triangle. Okay, now notice that we have these two lines here, and we have these same two strokes here, right? So we have these two strokes or two lines that are here on this side, and we have these same two strokes that are here. What does that mean? Well, that means that this line or this side is equal to this side. That means that the two sides are equal, okay, because they have the same two strokes, all right? So this side and this side are equal. And so that means that we're dealing with an isosceles triangle. And in an isosceles triangle, the two sides of the triangle are equal. Moreover, not only are the two sides of the triangle equal, but the two angles are equal as well. So that means that if this is 25 degrees, because this is an isosceles triangle and two sides are equal, that means that this right here is also an isosceles. This right here is also 25 degrees because we're dealing with an isosceles triangle. So not only are the two sides equal in an isosceles triangle, but the two angles are equal as well. So if this is 25 degrees, this must also be 25 degrees as well. But we still have to figure out what is the size of angle A. Now, angle A is inside of this triangle, and the rule tells us that angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So that means that 25 plus 25 plus A must add up to 180 degrees. So in order to figure out the size of angle A, what we're going to do is we're going to add 25 and 25, and we're going to take that sum and subtract that from 180 degrees. And so what we have here is A is equal to 180 degrees minus 25 plus 25. And then we have 25 plus 25 is 50. So A is going to be equal to 180 degrees minus 50 degrees. And 180 minus 50 degrees is 130 degrees. So that means that the size of angle A is 130 degrees. And so let's write that down. So angle A, okay, angle A equals to 130 degrees. So this is 130 degrees here. Okay, next, we need to determine the size of angle B, all right, angle B. So angle B is right here. Notice that this side has the double strokes, this side have the double strokes, and this side also have the double strokes. And so that means that all three sides of this triangle are equal. All three sides are equal. Now, if all three sides are equal, that means that we're dealing with an equilateral triangle. So if all three sides are equal, that means that all three angles are equal as well. So this is B right here, and this is B, all right? So what we basically have is B plus B plus B. All three of them are equal in measure, so they must equal to the same thing. Now, what do? Well, we know that angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So that means that B plus B plus B must equal to 180 degrees. So we basically have to take 180 degrees and divide it among these three angles equally. So we have 180 divided by 3, and that's going to be the size of angle B. So B is going to be equal to 180 divided by 3, and it's divided by 3 because there are three angles that are equal. And so 180 divided by 3, and that's going to give us 60 degrees. So 180 divided by 3 is equal to 60 degrees. So that means that angle B is 60 degrees. And that makes sense because if this is 60 degrees, right? So if this is 60 degrees, and this is 60 degrees, and this is 60 degrees, then if you add all them up, all three of them together, that gives us 180 degrees. Okay, so what do we know so far? Well, we know that angle A is 130 degrees. We know that angle B is 60 degrees. What is the size of angle C? So we need to figure out what is this size, angle C. Now, if you notice, we have this point right here in the middle, And we know that angles around a point add up to 360 degrees. And so that means that what we have to do is we have to take angle A, which is 130 degrees, and then we take angle B, which is 60 degrees. We add them up and we subtract it from 360 to get angle C, all right? And so that's what we will do. We have angle C is going to be equal to 360 minus the sum of 130 plus 100, the sum of 130 plus 60 degrees. So we have 360 minus 190. Now 190 is 130 plus 60. So we have 360 minus 190, and 360 minus 190 is definitely 170 degrees. And so that means that the size of angle C is 170 degrees. And that's the answer to this question.